Hi guys, it's Stuart here from Airshow World, and welcome to tutorial number 3 for making your own digital radio on a laptop or computer. Okay, so tutorial number 1, I showed you all of the software that's required and the 2 bits of hardware. Number 2 was a quick tutorial about setting up your VB cable. Okay, so number 3, what we're going to do is start to install some of this software for you. So let's just go, and this is the actual YouTube video for number 1. Let's just scroll down. I'm going to go through these steps, make it as easy as possible, and so really for the total beginner, I'm going to try to steer away from terminology. I'm going to try to explain things as best as I can. Okay, so here we go. Here are your downloads that you need. Okay, DSD Plus. This may be a slight repeat of number 1, but basically you download that one and download this. Okay, so you click this to download. Yep. Let's have a look. Open. There we go. That's what you've downloaded. What you need to do is click on extract. It may look slightly different to this. I have WinRAR installed on this computer, but this is a zip file, and Microsoft has its own zip opener, but it's basically pretty much the same. Okay, so what you need to do, I suggested it in the earlier tutorial number 1, create a folder and call it something like digital radio, call it whatever you like, but I think it's a good idea to keep things nice and in order. So this download is for DSD Plus, so I've already actually downloaded it. So but if you're doing it for the first time, you would click, say, in digital folder, digital radio, yeah, new folder, and as you see I called it digital radio. Click on OK, and that will extract everything in here. Okay, so I won't go through the other ones because it's pretty self-explanatory, but when you do download this one, make sure that these DLL package goes into the same location, into the same DSD folder. Okay, so look, quickly show you. Extract to. Okay, in other words, make sure it goes in that folder, the DSD that you've already created. Okay, let's close that and let's have a look at that. Yes, please. Okay, show more. Let's go down a little bit. Okay, show more. Okay, VB audio. Okay, open a new link. Here we go. There we go. There's your VB cable. Yes, scroll down. There's your download link for it. Click on that. Right, that will download. Here it is. I downloaded it earlier. Extract to. Alright, point it in the direction of whatever folder you created. Okay, you notice I've already done it. Yeah, exactly the same as before. Yes, if you're just in the root of this folder, it would say that. Then you would click on new folder. Yeah, as an example, and VB, yeah, cable, CABLE1. The only reason I'm doing that is just to show you how to create these folders. Okay, yeah, make sure it's in the correct one. Double check along here. Yep, we're happy with that. Say OK, and boom, it's extracted all of that. Okay, so I don't think there's much point me going through the other downloads. And there's your Zadig. I'm not going to download it and show you how to extract it. Actually, this is a straightforward .exe download. There it is, Zadig for Windows or later. If you're using XP, well, if you're using XP, you might not even be able to get onto the internet these days. But anyway, there's one for XP there, Zadig, Vista or later. Download that. That will download to your default download location. If it's Windows 10, it'll probably be in the downloads folder. Okay, there she goes. Okay, that's downloading. There we go. If we click on that, show in folder, there it is. What I would do, right click on that to copy, close that. Let's have a look in the I have everything just temporarily at the moment within the on the desktop. Okay, so Zadig, say I did this earlier, there it is. Okay, if you hadn't done that, obviously you just go right click, new folder, call it Zadig, and put the actual just paste the Zadig program in there. Okay, yeah, I know this is all pretty simple, basic, straightforward stuff, but let's say I want to show people right from scratch. Let's have a look what else we've got. Here we go. Let's show more. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay. Zadig, yes, that's okay. We're okay with that. Unitrunker. Okay, I will show you this. Okay. Now, several different versions of Unitrunker via this direct link. There's the older ones here, which work fine, but there's some called Preview, and there's the very latest one here. Okay, so I would suggest you download that. You don't need this to make the actual digital radio work in the first instance, but you will find this handy when you want to start using trunked systems. It will automatically, providing you've got the first control channel frequency, because basically trunk tracking is lots of different frequencies, but it runs off one frequency. If you know that control channel frequency, you put it into Trunk Tracker, which I will show you in a later tutorial, and the Trunk Tracker will do everything else for you. It will find all the other frequencies. It's amazing how it works. It just populates the actual program and it just goes off and does its own thing. It's excellent. So that's a handy download. So I would download that and obviously put that into the same folder. Here we go, across here. Alrighty. Okay, look, there it is. Trunk Tracker. I put it in there. So that's something for you to install. And finally, for the moment, let's have a look at this one. This program here. This is your program. This is like your virtual radio. Okay, so you can literally type in a frequency into the it's called SDR Sharp. So you download this. Okay, it's a program to extract again. So there we go, extract to. So yes, you'd put your frequency in, and it would then tell your USB dongles, okay, this is the frequency I want this to tune to, and just like a normal, just like a radio, you will then hear the actual transmissions. Okay, and there's lots of different add-ons for the SDR Sharp as well, which I'm not going to talk about at the moment, but we'll leave that for later. There we go. So I've already extracted this from the zip, and I call it SDR underscore sharp. Okay, so cancel that. Yes, that was all pretty bit basic stuff, maybe for some of you guys, but I wanted to make the point and show you where to install everything. Okay, so next step, let's I'm going to delete that because that was a copy of the one that I just did. Okay, so VB cable. Let's have a look at this, shall we? So I'm using a 64-bit operating system. This would be if you're using a 32-bit. Okay, so it's always a good idea to right-click and go run as administrator. Say yes, and okay, so we're going to install the driver, and yes, install. Away that's going. Okay, installation complete and successful. Right, we will obviously not going to reboot at this stage. Okay, so that's your VB cable installed. Let's have a look. SDR Sharp, DSD. Basically, this will probably not work at the moment because we haven't rebooted the computer. But what you would do, you'd run this, and well, yeah, it is. That's good. Okay, so this is the DSD actual program. If you clicked that program there and you hadn't installed the VB cable, this would not run. Okay, so it needs the VB cable installed, and yeah, the DSD, what this does, this is your decoder. Okay, to give you, because the USB dongles will just put out strange noises. This will encode all of that and then output it as actual voice. Okay, and this section here, this tells you what it will decode. Okay, it will do DMR, P25 APCO, NXDN, D-Star, okay, and Pro Voice. Oh, right, so all of those different protocols. Let's close that for the moment. Let's have a look at some of the other installs. Yes, SDR Sharp, that we will run when we've connected up the two dongles, which I will be doing in just a couple of moments, and we will show you about Zadig Unitrunker. Here we go. So here's your install for Unitrunker. Accept that. This is the very latest version, and that should install in just a moment. While that's doing that, we will put in one of our TV dongles. There we go, that's installed. That's just going in now. What we want to try to avoid is Windows automatically installing the software. So when you see that, do you want to allow this to install? Yes, we. Okay. Okay, so that's installed Unitrunker. Okay, let's go back up and Unitrunker. Let's have a look for you. And we should see it somewhere down here under the U's. There we go, Unitrunker. Okay. So let's run that. First time installation, so yes, we could do that. Okay, so at the moment this is not configured. I will show you how to configure this. You just add new receivers. Okay, we will do that later when we start looking at trunked trunked radio systems. Okay, but just thought I'd launch that so you know what that looks like. Okay, yep. Close that. Okay, so I've plugged in the TV dongle. I cancelled the automatic Windows install for it because we want to use Zadig. Okay, so here we go. Zadig, what this program will do, you want to allow Zadig to check for application updates. I suppose so. Okay, so what do we want to do? Yes, this will make sure it installs the correct driver for your USB dongle for using the RTL 1090, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, which I probably am. Okay, so it's saying okay, this is the that's the current driver, and that all looks good. It looks like it's done what it should. It has the correct driver, but as I said, we're going to replace it anyway. There we go. Okay. Now, it's quite handy, this program, because sometimes if you get to a point where you run your virtual scanning radio, which is the SDR sharp, and it doesn't anymore, if it doesn't see the actual dongle, it's a good idea to rerun Zadig, because Windows does automatic updates every now and again, and it can reboot the computer, see a new device, and say, ah yes, this is a TV dongle. This is the software to install. So if things go wrong using SDR sharp, just run Zadig again and reinstall the software for it. Okay, just like I showed you there. Okay, let's try to run SDR sharp. I'm doing all of this right from scratch. Okay, all of it. So I don't even know myself if this is going to work this particular time. Computers being computers. Okay, so I'm doing it right from scratch with you guys. You saw me do the downloads. So I haven't, and you saw me do the install, so I haven't run this yet. So let's hope it all runs. I'm doing this as if for you guys. Okay, let's have a look. So what we are trying to look for is the RTL SDR. Okay, let's have a look. That should be it. Let's give this a whirl. No device selected. Alright, let's have a look again, shall we? I might have picked RTL. Yes, I think possibly the computer will need a quick reboot for this to all take effect. Let's just double check. But anyway, to basically show you, this is the actual. There we go. It's a very basic thing. Yeah, and it's a very, very wide receiver. So if you wanted to, say, have a frequency of see, our local airport, 1, 2, 4. Let's do that again, shall we? There we go. Click on that. 124.0. Okay. And when you click on play, that when everything's all configured correctly, that will auto-tune your TV dongle to 124.0. You can pick all sorts of radio stations up on here, but at the moment this is only set for the AM. We will get through to getting it to feed through, so you've got your digital radio working. Okay, there we go. So anyway, That's as far as I can go at the moment without doing a complete reboot. So I'm going to call that a halt, and we'll be back with tutorial number 4 to actually show you it all in all working. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching, and stand by for tutorial number 4. Thank you.